I want to tell you today about how we got started with the library and what we continue to do today. In 1995, my husband died. He had been a local organizer of cooperatives, and he was looking for other ways to help the local people to improve their educational level and to improve their lives. Some of his friends decided to do something in his memory, and a library came to mind. So why a library in Nosara? The town needed it. The educational level in the town at that time was very basic. A sixth grade education is what is required in Costa Rica, and most people, not all, but most people in the town did have a sixth grade education. However, there were only about 12 people in the entire town that had a high school education, and there were not any college graduates. So a library could provide some really needed resources to the people so that they could improve their lives. At that time, most people graduated from sixth grade. Not everyone, but most people graduated from sixth grade. That was the legal requirement in the country. A high school did not exist here. The closest high school was a 2 to 3 hour bus ride from Nosara, and it made it too difficult for children to take the bus every day and return on the bus. In 1968 or 9, an American developer came to our community, to this area of the country, and began a development project to compete with the projects in Florida that were attracting people, retirement people. And the project took off in the 70s. They sold a lot of property, but they didn't build many houses. But in 1995, something happened in the international world economy, and suddenly it took off. The project took off. Tremendous construction, new houses everywhere. And that brought a tremendous number of new people to the town. And the town grew, it doubled in size in a matter of days, practically. It was a perfect moment for our little library to get started. The community had converted slowly from an agricultural community to a background for construction and also services for hotels and homes. And it had changed completely. And we needed to prepare the community, people, for their new jobs. And what did they need most in their new jobs? English. So in 1997, actually, we started an exchange program with Middlebury College in Vermont to bring interns, young people down here, to teach English for the month of January. They have a January term there, and these young people could get credit for teaching English in the library. So we opened the program, and the program has continued for 25 years. And we have between 80 and 100 people involved from the ages of 9 through 90. To learn English in the library every January, 25 years. We also offer English during the year when we can find good teachers and organize a class. But the people in general practice their English because they're working in the tourist industries, they're dealing with Americans all the time, and they need to give directions, they need to help people, and so they practice. And then they come back to the classes in January, which are very intensive, and they make great progress. And I feel that we have made a significant number of people in this town bilingual. I have here with me today Manuel Garcia, who is another one of our library graduates, and we're really proud of him. because he spent a lot of years with us in the library and then has continued in another aspect that I'll tell you about later. Tell us what you learned at the library, Manuel.
Well, I learned a lot at the library, and I have to tell you that was one of my best decisions that I took in my life.
Really? Mm-hmm.
Because I learned how to type on the typewriter.
You took typing as well. Oh.
Yes, I did, and then how to type on the computer, and then I also learned English because as you can see how fluently I can speak it now.
Absolutely.
So I'm so happy that I took the decision to go to the library and
And you studied English for a number of years there too, didn't you? I remember you were part of that group that came back year after year.
Years after years.
Yeah, and it was wonderful.
And and I feel so proud of me now,
And so you should. And one thing I wanted to tell our audience about Manuel, he cares about the library and has always offered us help in everything. So when we have our annual event, he's there helping, setting up, serving wine to the guests, and helping in many, many ways. And it's wonderful, and it's wonderful to have people like you connected with our library.
Yes, and now also, my daughter just started too, studying English with the library.
Oh, is that right? Oh.
So, and I hope, she in, many years is gonna speak like I do.
Oh, wonderful! That's great.
Yes.
Oh, so we've come full circle, we say.
Yes,
we start with you, and now we come to your daughter. That's wonderful. Well,
yes.
Thank you very much for talking with us.
Thanks to you, Beverly, for everything, and everyone who's supporting the library.
As you can see, English classes changed Manuel's life. He went from chopping fields to managing a tourist activity. One of the most important programs in the library has been the seniors program. There's very little for seniors in a small rural town, and we started our seniors program about 18 years ago. And it has been very successful, and it has made the seniors, about 30 of them, that's about the size of the group that we maintain, and it has made them feel very important in the community. And that's very special for the elderly, who often get left behind. I have with me today a woman who has been in the seniors group since the beginning, and she is especially gifted in crafts herself. And so she has taught many crafts to the other members of the group. And she's here with me today, and I'd like her to show you some of the things that they have done in class. It will be in Spanish. Don't let it panic you. But all she's saying is that they have a good time, and everybody does the crafts, even the men, and some of them are difficult, but not the men, the crafts. And they can all do it, and they all have a very good time. With Marta Juarez, who is a member of the seniors group at the library. The seniors group has been functioning for about, 16 years. And we have had a great deal of fun during that time. Doña Marta has been a member for many of those 16 years. And we're going to hear from her in Spanish what she has enjoyed. And I will translate it for you later. Doña Marta, muchas gracias por hablar con nosotros. Dígame un poquitico de su experiencia con el club de mayores.
Bueno, para mí ha sido una experiencia bastante bonita porque hemos participado con cosas de hacer, hemos participado en muchas cosas.
¿Usted ha ido con ellos en los paseos?
Sí, en paseos, hemos participado también en actividades que hemos hecho. Y ellos me han enseñado y yo les he enseñado y he aprendido mucho de ellos también.
Qué bien, entonces es un verdadero intercambio.
Sí.
Yo entiendo que usted ha ayudado a los otros miembros del club a hacer algunas manualidades.
Sí, hemos hecho muchas que yo les he enseñado. Por ejemplo, como aquí tenemos para guardar lapiceros. También se puede usar contenedores, cuchara, cuchillos.
Ay, qué lindos. Sí. Aquí hay otra cosa. Estas bolsas me gustó montones.
Estos bolsos los hicimos en grupo. Ahí me puse con ellos a enseñarles para que ellos aprendieran lo poquito que yo sé.
Y también es bien útil. Eso es bien útil. Para ir a hacer compras y ya está en su bolsa.
Para llevar, no necesita otro bolso. Este es bueno para llevarlo a hacer sus compras, para guardar su billetera.
Muy bien. ¿Y esto qué es?
También tenemos es un almohadón hay de diferentes hechuras. Yo les enseñé esta y otra hechura de un lazo.
Eso es bien complicado, ¿verdad?
Sí, un poquito, pero...
Jeanette Vargas has been a part of the library, as has Manuel and Marta, that you've already seen, for many, many years. And we are so happy to have been able to provide her with the tools that she has needed to make a very good professional life. Here's her story. Hi, Jeanette. This is Jeanette Vargas, one of our library graduates, we say. She took lots of courses at the library and was a good reader as well. And I'll let her tell you the story about how she came upon the library.
Good afternoon. I'm happy to be here. When we moved to Nosara, we were new to the town. We were new to a lot of people in the school, and also we were just new to everything. We came from our little town, and the school was a big thing, and we found the library. The library was one of the main things for us. It was books, people, just a learning center for us as kids, and we were just anxious and motivated to be there to learn and explore new things.
What sort of things did you learn? What did you take what classes did you take?
Well, we started with English classes. We also took computer classes, mechanography or typing classes. A group of us, we're in a process for a year or so. And for my graduation at school, we received a certificate saying that we were able to type 30 words per minute, and I have a proof of our certificates.
That's wonderful.
It was an amazing experience. I shared with my brother and a few other of my classmates.
Great.
The English courses were one of the most important things for us. We did have a lot of help from our parents, or they were encouraging us to learn a new language, to share, to be able to share with people coming into town that were foreigners. We are a very touristic place. It was super important to learn a new language for our future.
As you can see, we touch about all of the members of the community one way or another. You can be very proud of the part that you play in supporting this program and helping us to continue to provide an educational resource to Nosara. And now, if you have any questions, we'll take questions.